Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to create a good digital workspace. The first step to creating a good digital workspace is to set your system preferences to create the most efficient workflow for you. I have a Mac, so the factory settings put the dock on the bottom of the screen, but I prefer mine on the left so that I don't click on it by accident. Other preferences you can change include tracking speed, keyboard responsiveness, or swipe gestures. What works for someone else might not work for you. So setting your device to match your needs requires you to be aware of your own learning and working styles. The next step is to make sure that your digital files are organized. If your room is messy or your desk is messy, you probably won't be able to get that much work done. The same is true of your desktop. You also won't be able to find things when you need them. Make sure your folders and files have names that make sense, and try to organize with folders inside of folders to keep your desktop background looking clean and uncluttered. You can also take advantage of a psychology hack when setting your desktop background. Try to pick backgrounds with green or blues rather than reds or yellows. Green is a color associated with concentration, and blue is linked to increasing productivity. That way, you can reduce distraction coming from your background. The next step is to reduce the number of distractions coming from notifications while you're working. If you don't need it for the task, try turning off your computer's Wi-Fi. If you need Wi-Fi, put your computer on Do Not Disturb or set it to not receive notifications. You can set a task for yourself to check your text or your email every half hour or so, but this way your concentration won't be broken while you're in the middle of a task. You can also reduce distractions on your web browser. If you use Google Chrome, you can add extensions that help increase productivity. I use Motion, but there are plenty that work. Also, try to reduce the number of tabs you have open. Not only does it slow down your computer, but they can also be distracting. Close every tab you're finished with, and it can be helpful to add a tab suspender extension for tabs you need to keep open. I use the Great Suspender, but again, there are plenty of good tab suspenders you can find. When you're working digitally, it can feel like there's no easy way to write down passing thoughts and ideas. I like to use sticky notes to jot down ideas when I'm working, and I'll stick them on my computer so that I remember them. You can also jot things down on the Notes app or in a dedicated Word document. When you spend all day on a computer, you get exposed to a lot of blue light. Blue light overexposure can interrupt your sleep, which is super important for maintaining your mental performance, and it can cause other serious health conditions, including retina damage. If you have blue light blocking glasses, be sure to wear them as much as possible. Also, set your computer to night shift so that hues shift yellow after a certain hour to prevent interruption of your circadian rhythm. The final step, and most important, is to back up your computer. When most of your work is digital, making sure that you have a safeguard against accidents is the most important thing that you can do. If your computer breaks or crashes while you're in the middle of a huge project, there's nothing you can do to recover your files unless you have a backup copy. I use the Seagate backup drive, but it doesn't matter what kind you use as long as you secure your digital files regularly. Thanks for watching! I hope you've learned some useful tips for creating a digital workspace. Contact us at Alexis Prep for information about academic and standardized test tutoring. Good luck studying!